It's our first night game of the season here at beautiful Yoshi Park, as we put the lovable Yoshi and his Yoshi Eggs teammates up against the fearsome juggernaut Bowser monsters. Fear not, Yoshi fans. While this matchup on paper looks like a rough one for the Yoshi Eggs, we know to never count this team out, even against the most formidable opponents. I am Eldstar here with you on commentary alongside my colleague, the grumpiest of all grumps, Cranky Kong. Cranky, give us your rundown of this matchup tonight.
Well, my pal, I'm not nearly as optimistic as you are on the Eggs' behalf. This is going to be a blowout. Just look at the numbers. None of the Eggs have ever hit a home run. There are some good batting averages, but nothing like on the Monsters' side. The Monsters have the home runs to supplement their outrageous batting averages as well. The pitching matchup is absurdly lopsided as well. I'll be frank, you have to be an idiot to think the Eggs have any chance. This is pretty much a matchup against a championship caliber team versus a team that would be relegated if that was a thing in our league, which it probably should be. I don't have the time to watch bad teams play.
Well, thank you for sparing your time with us here today, Cranky Kong. We'll see if you're right as we get down to the field for first pitch. Yoshi will kick off this night game leading off for the Eggs. Yoshi hit .286 last season. Lines the first pitch into left field, and it will drop down for a leadoff hit to get the Eggs started.
If you're the Monsters, you'll need to be wary of Yoshi's speed on the bases.
Red Yoshi will see if he can drive him home. Grounder to second. Throw to second for the out. Over to first for the double play.
Let's take another look at that one. I think he was safe at first.
It's way too hard to tell from this angle. That one could have gone either way, I think.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if his toe hit before the ball got there, or if he didn't touch the bag. Until the next step. Either way, too close to call for us up here. I guess the league can't shell out some coins to give us alternate angles, I guess.
Regardless, it's 2 outs with Yellow Yoshi up. She takes a 4th straight ball and draws the walk. This brings Birdo up, who is a fairly balanced hitter at the plate. Hard hit, but right at the first baseman to end the first half of inning number 1.
Not a horrible first attempt for the Eggs by most baseball standards. But when facing the Monsters, you really have to capitalize on every single opportunity to score.
Bowser Jr. leads it off for the Monsters, hits a liner off the tongue of Yoshi into the air and caught in right field by Red Yoshi.
Well, I can guarantee you have never seen that before in the history of the sport of baseball.
That's the first time in my 3.2 million years of existence. Line drive into center field that gets down for a hit for Dry Bones.
Dry Bones has been so good for the Monsters in that second slot in the lineup. So reliable.
Dark Bones has been arguably even more reliable, lining this one to center field for back-to-back hits for the Monsters to make way for Bowser at the plate.
This is an anxiety-inducing spot for Shy Guy on the mound. It's bad enough facing Bowser with the bases empty. Now they're 2/3 full.
The runner-up for the 2024 MVP award takes the pitch and swings. Grounder licked up at third, throws it to first for the out. They limit Bowser's damage, but he still moved the runners over for Hammer Bro.
Too much hesitation there almost cost Yellow Yoshi. Bowser isn't fast, but he was still moving down that line.
Shy Guy will need to be careful with Hammer Bro here. Swing and it's in flight, sailing way back. Only question is if it's fair or foul. And it stays fair for a 3-run blast.
Hammer Bro can feast off of these pitchers, letting their guard down. Pitchers often are so relieved to get past Bowser that they kind of let their guard down. Hammer Bro then takes advantage of that. Pitchers forget he's a beast in his own right.
It's certainly exhausting to pitch to this lineup. There aren't many soft spots. Fire Bro is up next. Pitch incoming. Swing, and this one is a blast as well. Going way back over the train tracks, and this one is another homer. Back-to-back for Hammer Bro and Fire Bro, putting the Monsters up 4-0.
Man, that pitch was right down the middle of the plate. You just can't do that against this team. I think Shy Guy has already lost his juice. Maybe time to consider a switch here.
And we will be seeing a new pitcher, as Birdo will now take the mound for the Eggs against Boomerang Bro.
Yeah, Not sure about Birdo on the mound, but Shy Guy had to go.
Liner towards right and is swallowed up by the piranha plant, who reappears by third, spits the ball into yellow Yoshi, and it drops just in fair territory by third base.
Wild when home field quirks work against the home team.
Red Magikoopa will get their shot at the plate. Liner that's caught by Yoshi's tongue for the final out of the first inning.
One thing about this league is they say if you can do it, then do it. Doesn't matter if you have a tongue with that kind of reach or you can fly. It's all allowed and encouraged.
Makes me wonder what I could do down there, being able to wield the power of the cosmos and such. We've got Wiggler here who can wield the power of anger. Liner almost directly center into center field for a leadoff base hit for the Yoshi Eggs in the second.
Wiggler just always seems to get it done.
Shy Guy, who is hitless in his career, takes a swing and grounds to short. Second base for one, over to first for the double play.
Dark Bones had to dive to gather that one, and Fire Bro had to manage to throw it to first over the crazy height of Wiggler. Solid defense there.
Green Shy Guy up, and he takes his swing, and it is caught by Dark Bones for another diving stop for the third out. Tough inning for the Eggs.
Yeah, you have to get ahead early against the monsters. They seem to get overly aggressive if they're playing from behind and end up struggling a bit. If you let them get ahead early, it's almost game over right away.
The pitcher, Magikoopa, comes up next. Liner to short is caught by the diving Shy Guy for the first out.
He can't hit, he couldn't pitch today, but at least he can field. He's 1/3 of a good baseball player.
That feels like both a negative and positive remark. Bowser Jr. takes the first pitch for a strike. He's 0 for 1 this game. Well hit ball to right field, and it is caught off the shoelaces of Red Yoshi for the second out.
Careful here. This is where in the lineup Shy Guy started to get crushed.
Birdo with the suction ball pitch that causes Dry Bones to swing early for the strike. Line drive blasted to left field and will drop for a 2-out base hit.
Dry Bones and Dark Bones are the exact hitters you want hitting in front of your power hitter.
Dark Bones will take his swings now, but will take the first pitch for a strike. Second pitch on the way. Hit on a rope to center, and that too will get down for a hit.
Watching them at the plate, they're just very disciplined hitters. They have such a good feel for the strike zone and know how to take advantage of bad pitches.
Bowser got fooled badly on that suction ball pitch from Birdo for a strike. Makes contact, and it's a hard liner, but it is hit right at light blue Yoshi for the out to end the inning and carry us into inning number 3.
The Yoshi Eggs absolutely suck, but credit where it's due. Birdo has been solid on the mound so far. We'll see how they hold up when the Hammer, Fire, and Boomerang Bro Gauntlet comes up next in the lineup. But so far, so good.
Pink Yoshi takes a ball to even the count at 1-1. She takes the following pitch for a strike. 1-2 count. She swings and lofts it into right center that drops in for a hit to lead off the third.
These Yoshis can be good line drive hitters, but stringing together consecutive hits has been difficult for them. It sometimes seems like an unwritten rule in the universe that only one Yoshi can get a hit per inning.
Light blue Yoshi stands in currently at a 1-1 count. Grounder to second, fielded. Throw over to second for 1, over to first for the double play.
See what I mean? Now you're at 2 outs suddenly. When you have absolutely no power bats in your lineup, you need to get hits in bunches, and they just continuously fail at that.
0-1 pitch on the way. Grounder to third, magically absorbed by Red Magikoopa, who throws to first to get the third out.
Well, Yoshi almost beat it out, so there's that, I guess. This just looks like a lopsided game, and I'm surprised the score isn't more lopsided than it is.
Hammer Bro steps in now, and he's already homered once this game, so Birdo will need to be careful.
Yeah, the brothers up in the lineup are scary for any pitcher.
This is a rocket blast, and it's on its way back to center. Pink Yoshi gets run over by the train. Twice. The ball lands in the field of play. Hammer Bro thought about stretching it to a triple, but holds up at second for a leadoff double.
Pink Yoshi will be feeling that one tomorrow if she isn't already.
Fire Bro sends this one Pink Yoshi's way as well. No train this time, but it'll just sail over her head and drop down for a hit. Hammer Bro holds it third, so the monsters have runners on the corners with no outs.
This could unravel quick.
Boomerang Bro lines it to right center, and that will score at least Hammer Bro. Throw comes into the cutoff man, and Fire Bro will stop at third base with Boomerang Bro staying at first. Runners at the corners still with no outs. Red Magikoopa takes strike one. Looping shallow fly ball that drops in front of Red Yoshi in right. Fire Bro scores to put the monsters up 6-0.
I think while Birdo did well initially, the leash needs to be short.
Another ball that will get down for a hit and load the bases for the top of the lineup with not a single out.
Birdo is getting slapped around. This could get out of hand if they don't make a change on the mound.
A rocket-propelled liner to right field, but is caught by Red Yoshi. A quick throw-in holds Boomerang Bro at third, so no runs will score.
Phew, that was almost another hit. Good positioning by Red Yoshi, though.
Drybones takes strike one. He is 2 for 2 thus far in the game. Swing and a liner. They are just consistently finding the empty spots and putting the ball there. Another runner comes across.
All right, if they get to 10 runs, I should be able to go home early.
Another liner that gets past Yoshi and into the outfield for another hit and another run. Magikoopa is going to try to make it home as well, and he's thrown out for out number 2. Let's take another look at the play at the plate. I don't believe he was tagged.
That seems almost like a mercy call from the umpire. There was a motion of a tag, but in the wrong direction. Oh well, they gotta deal with Bowser now.
Birdo fooled him big time with that suction ball pitch for the first strike. That's hit on a rope to left field all the way back and off the wall. Light Blue Yoshi plays it off the wall very well and gets it back in, but a run is still able to get across the plate. 9-0 is the score. We will get a pitching change, and Yoshi himself will take over on the mound.
Too little, too late.
Hammer Bro makes good contact and sends this one to straightaway center, going back, and gone. That's a 3-run soul-crushing blast.
Yeah, they're cooked. I mean, they were already well done. But now they're completely burnt. Someone needs to get them off the grill fast. It's just about maintaining some bit of dignity at this point.
12-0 is now the score. Fire Bro is up to bat and takes a strike.
Is this what people mean when they say they feel secondhand embarrassment? I've never felt this before.
Deep fly ball to center, drifting back towards the wall. The train takes out both fielders. Shy Guy comes in all the way from shortstop to gather it and get it back in to hold Fire Bro to just a double.
Impressive effort from Shy Guy, all things considered.
Oh, one pitch on its way. Swing and stop me if you've heard this one before. This one is lined way back to the train tracks for another hit and another run scored.
They're all hitting the ball to the exact same spot.
Red Magikoopa is up and is 1 for 2. Swing and hit to left field and drops in for another base hit for the monsters.
Who's our boss? Do we ask them if I can go home? It's past my bedtime, and I get cranky if I don't get enough sleep.
I mean, do you just never get enough sleep?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're always cranky, so is it because you never get enough sleep?
Ha! You may be onto something.
Another base hit that will load the bases for Bowser Jr. with 2 outs.
Man, did you just crack the code to why I'm always so ornery? I just thought everything and everyone was annoying.
Well, both can be true. Bowser Jr. is currently hitless, but he's not hitless anymore as he gets a hit and drives in another run. 14-0. Bases still loaded.
Yoshi has not been the relief pitcher they had hoped for when they took Birdo off of the mound.
Drybones is up and is 3 for 3. Smashes this one, and oh boy. Grand slam. This is now an 18-0 game. An absolute blowout.
Eldstar, I just have to bring up the fact that at the beginning of this game, you had some iota of a belief that the Yoshi Eggs had any sort of a chance in this one. Unreal that you even thought that.
It was a non-zero chance, even if ever so slight. A much-needed pitching change as light blue Yoshi comes in and attempts to just do some damage control here. Line drive hit, but it's sucked in by Birdo for the out to finally end this inning and bring us into the fourth.
What? That was only the third inning. Oh man, this one is going to go on all night, isn't it?
Perhaps. I've got nowhere to be, though, so bring it on.
Not everyone here is a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by self-gravity that doesn't need sleep to function.
Red Yoshi grounds it to third, throw over to first for the out. We will now briefly turn it over to our on-field reporter, Pauline, who talked with Bowser between innings about their success in this game. So let's turn it over to her. Take it over, Pauline.
Thanks, Eldstar. I just spoke with Bowser after that explosive third inning, and no surprise, he's absolutely loving this. Bowser told me this outburst is exactly what he expects from his team, saying, "When we get rolling, nobody can stop us." He pointed to their aggressive swings early in the count and said they're trying to overwhelm the Yoshi Eggs before they can even settle in. He also made it clear this isn't about letting up. 18 runs? Not enough. I want more, he said with a grin, adding that he wants his hitters to keep swinging for the fences and crush anything that moves. So even with an 18-0 lead here at Yoshi Park, Bowser's mindset is simple. Keep the pressure on and turn this into a full-on domination. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks, Pauline. A great leaping catch by Red Magikoopa for the third out, leaving the Yoshi Eggs with just one more shot. And as for Pauline's report, quite the intensity as you would expect from Bowser.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cockiness and arrogance you expect. He backs it up though, so you can't really complain unless you go out there and shut him up yourself. And the Yoshi Eggs are not doing that. In fact, they're feeding the ego.
Bowser hits this one a mile high and a mile deep, but it will swerve just foul.
Bowser wants a home run here, I can tell.
All he'll get, though, is a weakly hit grounder to short that sends him back to the dugout for out number one.
Watch out here, though. Hammer Bro has had a beastly game.
2 home runs, 6 RBIs. A hard-hit liner to center field. Pink Yoshi will make the catch for the second out.
Pink Yoshi got an excellent jump on it, though. I guess she's recovered from the multiple train hits. Either that, or adrenaline took over.
Firebro steps up and is currently 3 for 3 with a home run and 2 doubles. Make that 4 for 4 now and add a single to his box score.
A triple away from the cycle. I doubt he'll get another at-bat, but who knows? A triple is arguably the hardest one also, but great performance nonetheless.
Boomerang Bro smashes a liner to center. Pink Yoshi makes the catch to bring the Yoshi Eggs up to bat for the final time tonight, barring some sort of miracle.
There are very few teams in the league who I believe can score 18 runs in one inning. The Yoshi Eggs are literally last on that list. This one is over. It's just academic at this point.
Base hit here, though, for Green Shy Guy as he manages to poke one through.
That was one of the softest hits I've seen, but it was placed well to get him on base. Sometimes that's all you need.
Liner caught by the leaping Firebro and gets the double play as Green Shy Guy was too far off of first base.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No idea why Green Shy Guy ran that far off the base on a line drive.
Last chance here for the Eggs. Grounder to second and over to first, and that's the ball game. The Bowser Monsters put an old-school beatdown on the Yoshi Eggs with a final score of 18-0.
I'm trying to think of any silver linings or bright spots for the Eggs, but there just weren't any. They sucked. The whole team sucked. Pitching sucked. Batting sucked. Fielding sucked. This team should be called the Yoshi Scrambled Eggs. They're so disjointed.
Hammer Bro will take home today's game MVP award for his phenomenal performance. 3 for 4 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Those are insane stats. A game to remember for Hammer Bro and the entire Bowser Monsters team, and a game to forget immediately for the Yoshi Eggs. And here's our box score for today's game. Cranky Kong, I feel like you already summed it up a minute ago, but care to give us your thoughts on the final stats from this one?
Hey, sure. Magikoopa pitched a complete game shutout. Only 6 hits allowed, which isn't saying much against this team, but still respectable from a stat perspective. I know Bowser will be ticked off about only getting 1 hit and not sending one out of the park. But if there was a game for him, to have a mediocre performance at the plate. This was probably the one. The rest of the team just obliterated the ball. Now, the DK Wilds are facing this Bowser Monsters team next. So my punk grandson and his Wilds team better bring their A+++ game if they hope to have a chance. I don't even know who the Eggs are playing next, but does it even matter? They might as well just forfeit the rest of the season if I'm honest.
Well, we can take a look at the upcoming schedule here. Our next game will be the Wario Muscles hosting the Peach Monarchs. The Muscles, who are known for the reckless free-swinging power, go up against the cool and collected technique over everything else Peach Monarchs. Then Game 5 will have us watching a slugfest of power teams with the Bowser Monsters hosting the DK Wilds at Bowser Castle. Then, to answer your question, Cranky, the Yoshi Eggs will host the Mario Fireballs back here at Yoshi Park.
They're gonna lose.
We will have to watch to find out. But for now, we'll focus on our upcoming matchup between the Wario Muscles and Peach Monarchs. Cranky and I will be calling that one for you guys as well, since it's another interleague matchup. For Cranky Kong, I'm Eldstar, signing us off tonight from Game 3 of the 2026 Mario Sluggers League season. Good night and joy be with you all.